Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful evening. In case you're asking me, Mikey, is this
Vehicles
live?
lit up. CHP code 3. Lights and sirens.
Yes.
Southbound 5 freeway coming into the San Fernando
See that
Valley.
dude with no headlights
Truck
on?
now
That's what we're
jumping on the
chasing.
shoulder.
Let's get it going. Share, like, do all that good stuff. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's. Good to see everybody. Roger jumping in.
Welcome, everybody, as you join us live on abc7.com and our ABC7 streaming apps. Chris Christie up in Air 7 HD over a CHP
Chris Christie's here, everybody.
pursuit that started in Ventura County.
Good to see you, Amy.
Chasing that Nissan pickup truck with a hatchback.
That'd be a camper shelf.
LA County,
camper.
up across the 126.
I think it's called a hatchback, is it?
Magic Mountain. Now
this is very live, Chad.
All the way down to the 5 freeway here in the San Fernando Valley. Several units right behind him. CHP has picked up the pursuit and keeping up with him despite the extreme speeds here, almost 100 miles per hour as he pushes the pedal to the metal with his headlights.
Hopefully everybody, there's no sound.
Is driving very fast, showing
no
signs of exiting just yet. At times, you saw just a second ago, using that shoulder whenever there's anybody in his way. He's just kind of weaving.
Well, then.
Here. Right now, he's got a straightaway with not much traffic in his way.
We've got hopefully this will not bore you either.
2, 3, and maybe a 4th.
This isn't live.
I can't tell quite yet.
Is this a middle finger?
Just a little bit, and we'll wait.
Yeah, it is.
We're shooting behind us, right?
I thought it was.
Yeah. Well, he's going to come right underneath us here, Maury. Just a second.
By the way, it's 12:30 a.m. at my house, so you know.
Yeah, 4 units, 5 units.
Not in the mood. I know it's pretty late, right? Can't believe it. Heidi, good to see all the good people coming by to say hello. Glad you're here. Oh, chili peppers. It always makes me laugh when they turn their headlights off. Like, well, they'll never see me now.
He's going to come out your window here in just a second.
No way in hell they'll see me now. I got these headlights turned off. Let me go ahead and have a backup.
Did you see movement?
Channel to go to. This decides to poop the bed.
Unclear what the want is here. There might be somebody in that passenger seat.
So
looks like a truck. No things. What is
I'm gonna have us back up. Because I don't like that feed too much right this minute, baby. I won't lie.
Looks like he is staying on the 5 freeway.
We're going to stay right here for right now.
Split here, southbound.
If we have to, we'll jump.
Stay on the 5 or get off on the 170. Next major.
I've heard something about hit and run.
Freeway.
All right, they're gonna make me jump. Chris Christie, you'll make me jump. He's moving right along. Speeds have been well over 100 for most of this chase. Shannon, since your last name's Bishop, I will answer you. Yes, it is.
Closing in ever so slightly right behind him, keeping up again despite the speeds. They have been on his tail ever since he entered LA County. So again, this was a Ventura County Sheriff's pursuit. We
Patty, I agree.
What the original want was.
Let's have a good time. It's all right to have a good time. Especially when I am under the weather. Ugh. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. Mr. Grinch, good to see you.
Commit him to the
this isn't love, baby.
The 118.
You better call the news stations and let them know, by the way, because they think this is live too.
And coming up on Paxton Street.
Good to see you, Robbie Rob. Yeah, Stu's still with Fox. I I mean, he don't work nights though. Rarely. He's probably on some vacation or
At this
something.
point, there are no airships overhead. LAPD monitoring this pursuit, but no helicopters,
I thought
no
so.
law enforcement helicopters overhead here.
Jim, good to see you. Little
Giving us a really close
Linda.
bird's eye
I'm way
view as we
behind.
trail behind him at about
Stephanie,
just over
thank
the
you
speed
for
limit, maybe at
validation.
75 miles per hour, slowing up a little bit. Still doing about 80.
Jumping ahead a little bit.
Plus, okay.
Saying hey to Kevin.
Continuing number 3 lane, southbound 5 freeway.
They could lose him at any minute, though. Spike Donuts sending over the love that is 5 biggins. Thank you, Spike Donut. You know what? I'll fire up the monetary monorail. Why not? I'll pull it out of the mothballs. We'll let her rip. How does that sound? Hopefully, everybody's having a great night. I'm in a house full of people with strep throat and all that good stuff. So I'll probably be up all night. So you're stuck with me.
So new information coming into the newsroom. Apparently, this was a hit and run suspect in the city of Fillmore. Fled the scene of a crash, and Ventura County Sheriff began the pursuit. Suspect refused to pull over and still showing no signs of giving up. Has to make you wonder why he is so desperate to get away.
RoboCop, good to see you.
There, this could put him onto the 170. That
Joe, there was one earlier,
carpool lane,
and they didn't get to it.
Direction.
But
and
everybody, this is Joe. Joe is my nighttime partner.
On the
not in the loving way, but in the brotherly way. Good to see you, Joe. That almost looks like
Sun Valley traffic still very light,
like a work truck.
As far as I could see down the 5 freeway, very few cars in his way, not a lot of traffic.
Sarah, good to see you.
Direction, as a matter of fact.
I wish he'd just turn his headlights on and be like, well, you know what? They're here now. As I am I, DK, here in beautiful Jacksonville, North Carolina, Onslow County's own.
Exceeded 100 miles per hour in that top-heavy pickup truck. Slowing down just ever so slightly, still doing
not really
90 miles per hour.
Is that top heavy? Yeah, I got 9 ready to go, big in case we need it. I got it ready to go. You know, there's so many other people AA that do that. Would just let them do that. You know, I love Damon over there on Smoking Scan. Great dude. What a fantastic guy. By the way, if you do us a favor real fast, share this out, like it. I won't ask too many more times unless this goes on for a while. Then I'll be asking constantly. Oh, I feel like this could get very spicy because this guy's been going
once again southbound
balls out
coming up on
for a while.
Penrose, well into Sun Valley now, heading towards Burbank.
No, not yet.
Where traffic remains light.
Fingers crossed, no Dolphins fan.
Still light traffic all the way through down
Charlie's
towards
here.
Few headlights in the opposite direction, but southbound is wide open as he continues at 80 to 90 miles per hour.
5 bones for the Hoochie Mamas.
He's going to blow through
Thank
a whole lot of fuel. That is the hope of law enforcement at this point.
Really don't see any damage for it just being a hit and run.
Way, especially as long as he's traveling relatively safely on the freeway, except for the fact that
Hag is on the monetary monorail.
He is blacked out. Fortunately, those lights and sirens are able
full
to
blast and
alert
top down
behind him that there is activity coming their way. But still, when you look in your rearview mirror, you very
Paula, we're on it.
Find somebody coming up at these speeds behind you with their lights off. So still a very dangerous situation and still pretty erratic driving. But without a whole lot of traffic, they should be able to.
I'm hearing in my ear that's a Nissan Frontier.
More gallons of fuel here until he.
For all the car people that are joining us.
To make. You can take this down to the East LA interchange into downtown.
Jawless.
He may be able to get off at the 101 freeway if he decides to jump off sooner. But assuming he's not familiar with these streets, considering this came from
he's going all the way across.
Likely stay on the freeway as he
go ahead and
so
write him down for a ticket for no turn signal.
Up on Buena Vista.
Amber jumping on.
And there is LAPD's night sun. LAPD, right, Maury? LAPD's helicopter, right? That's LAPD airship overhead,
Thank you for the
able to
10
assist those
big
CHP
bones.
units.
As long as you guys keep doing this, I can stay here all night. I don't know how well the guy will do in the car, but I can definitely stay.
Somebody's being
Oh my
pulled
God, there's
over
somebody.
down there. One of those pursuit vehicles breaking off and pulling somebody over down there.
What
In
the
any event,
hell? There's like
several more, at least 5 that I count right behind him. Some
Oh,
gestures coming from that passenger window, coming very close to another
is
car there.
that a
And that
child
number 2,
or a
maybe 3
woman?
lane, number 3 lane.
Looky who's playing hooky. I feel fine. I'll be all good in the hood.
Speeds up
Deborah.
to 90
Deborah, your
miles
Christmas card
per
went
hour.
out today. Keep an eye on your mail for
Just
that.
passing Burbank Airport, you see the night sun from LAPD's airship. That's a huge relief because that's another indicator to motorists down there.
And
that
plus,
there
they're not.
is
This means
police
they're not
activity
backing off this
in the
guy either.
vicinity. Perhaps gives them a heads up to not be so surprised when this truck comes zooming right past them there with his headlights.
You have to
off.
wonder with
So
that person hanging out
several
the
units
side
continue the
window.
pursuit here. You see CHP covering a number of different lanes.
Seems like there might be more to this story.
Despite the fact that they have a handful of
Terminator's
units
here.
down there, not seeing any real effort to
All the court girls are
create
here.
a traffic break, which you might expect in a
PJ,
situation
how
like
are
this.
you?
Wouldn't be a bad idea to prevent further traffic from passing the pursuit. And if there are units available up ahead, you'd often see some of those entrance ramps blocked off, like I see coming up here. I think the next one
I want to know who that is hanging out that window.
might be Alameda.
That's what I need to know.
It does look like there's a CHP unit preventing traffic from getting onto the freeway up there.
Brothers,
so
not
they
lovers.
will leapfrog
We always try to make
pursuit
that
as
clear
they
around
are
here.
able to, preventing more traffic from getting onto the freeway. So far, though, no sign of a traffic break.
It's a little bit of heavy petting, maybe. I'm not
Little
sure.
traffic
Just
there
over
is
the
there. There's
close
that
stuff,
black and white
probably.
blocking the entrance ramp, now merging onto the freeway.
Thank you for the info, Ricky. Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee is in the house. I can't believe it. I'm up this late. For me, I mean, if you're ever on the West Coast, I know it's not late.
Right over him with that night sun.
It is late here. 13 months a member. That's
Once
a
again,
hallelujah.
if you're just joining us, Chris Air 7 HD as we follow this pursuit down the 5 freeway, coming up on the 134. It's going to be passing the LA Zoo here in just a moment if he continues, as it looks like he will be.
Maybe he'll stop at the zoo.
Freeway. This is a hit and run suspect who fled the scene of a crash in Fillmore up in Ventura County. Ventura County Sheriff chasing the suspect at triple-digit speeds down the 126 into Santa Clarita, where CHP.
So now, good news, guys. Everybody's there, so we're in good shape.
Short amount of time as he continues towards the Glendale area.
Can't say I have, but thanks for coming by and asking.
Driver just transitioning there didn't see him coming from the other side there, and he came very close.
This guy's gonna have a if he hits anybody, it's gonna be over quick.
Not many cars, but he is.
He is old Swervy McSwervington for sure.
Coming close to some of these cars, now he's not seeing them or whatever else might be going on there. Just a moment ago, we saw some hand gestures coming out of the passenger seat.
Yeah. Are we not going to talk about that? That we just seen some either a child or a woman or something hanging out the window, either in distress or trying to let you know, hey, this person ain't pulling over. He's not going to stop. John, I don't think we'll see a pit. Not here. If we get off of here, get off on, but not. I don't think here on the freeway you're gonna see any kind of pit. They'll run out of gas before that happens. I don't know. Was it a stolen car? I mean, if you look at it, it looks like a work vehicle, right? This is Dubai adjacent, just right there next to it.
And California Highway Patrol's East LA division getting ready to take over the
Well, tell him
pursuit
I
as we
said,
continue
duh.
down the 5
He'll know what
freeway
that
here.
means. Yeah, it's late here.
Coming up on Silver Lake.
I don't want to bother him. I don't know if he's sleeping or he got mad at his Christmas tree and it fell on him. I don't know. That's right. Let's get the likes going too. We need to get all the likes we can. Let everybody know, hey, we're watching a chase over here. It's live. I know it's late. You know what? It's all right. We can hang out. You and me, we got this. I do not. I don't know if I would like that.
Once again, it's really kind of a best case scenario, especially for a reckless driver who has already crashed into one car and has come close to hitting others. As long as it's on the freeway, that's where law enforcement would much prefer it stays, especially at these speeds.
Watch out for
There
that
are few of the
car.
cars out here, but as I mentioned, he's got lots of pavement to play with here, and it'll give him plenty of opportunity.
A lot of room
especially
to roam. I
at
get that.
90 plus miles per hour to burn lots of fuel before he ultimately runs out of gas or maybe gets off the freeway and attempts to ditch the vehicle or just
I mean, he's
gives
been
up
doing well over
peacefully.
100 for a while
We
now.
don't exactly know why
He's
he's so
burning.
desperate
He's
to get
burning
away.
up the
He was
fuel for
involved in
sure.
a misdemeanor hit and run crash in Fillmore, but has since
Mike.
refused to pull over. And
Ashley,
at
been a
these
while.
speeds with the headlights off, somebody could very well get hurt. We don't want to see that, but on the highway, it is much less
It's my
likely
pleasure. It's
as
my
opposed
job.
to if he was to get off on surface streets and start amping things up. That would be a much different situation where
Again, if he gets on surface
into
streets, they're
play.
going to
For
pit him.
now, it's a race down the 5 freeway.
All right, get your guesses in what's going to happen when this guy. He's going, passing by the zoo and everything else. He's got someone in the car waving their arm out the window like a crazy person. Get your guesses in. How's this going to end? How's it going to end?
Passing the 110 freeway.
Pierre, what time is it in Australia, by the way?
Whoa! Looks like a last-minute effort to
Ooh!
stay on the 5 there. Another opportunity to get off, but
Oh,
staying on the
that
5.
gore point
Not
almost
sure if
took
he
him
was
out.
trying to pull a fast one there, or if it was just a game time decision. But he
Was he
ran
trying
right
to
up
be
the goal
tricky?
point there and is now continuing southbound
Maybe.
5 still.
Everybody think Jeanette. She's the house mom on the Facebook. 16,000 followers over there. Appreciate all of y'all.
Their airship overhead, but CHP still applying a lot.
That's what I was thinking too. It's a work truck full of tools and stuff.
This guy too much distance between them. You can still see the tint.
I think that'll hold it down and keep it from being top heavy, like he was, talking about how it could flip or roll real easy.
Feet back is that primary
I think
unit.
she's heavy.
Secondary unit behind him.
Bottom heavy. She's got a fat bottom on her. I'm not going to call there. His wife yell at me or something, I figure if he's awake, he'll see that we went live. If he's not gambling or something. Ricky.
He is all over the paint here.
Yeah, this guy's
looking for a gap.
I wouldn't be surprised if we find out this is like a teenager or something.
Using the shoulder at times to bypass some of these cars and trucks.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. It really is. Yeah, we can sing Kumbaya. We can do all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, look at this guy. Eastbound and down indeed, my friend. How are things out there? The greatest fireman in all of California right here.
The East LA interchange where he will have some more options to play with, or he can
get that man a hallelujah.
Take this to the 10. Take the 10 west.
Thank you, sir. And of course, it's going to say Matt on the Monterey Monorail.
Could get off in the Arts District. Has lots of options here, so we'll see.
I don't think he's going to get off. I don't know.
That 2 and 3 lane looks like he might be jumping on the 10 freeway. Looks like the 10. No, another last minute A last-minute push to the left, and that'll put him on the
Playing with fire.
eastbound 60
He's playing with
freeway. I
fire.
know. Check that. I think he's committing to the 5.
It's hard to say with this dude. He's
Yeah,
reckless
he's back
as
on the
hell.
5. Southbound 5 freeway.
Something bad's going to happen. I've got it. I got the feeling down in my bones, man. Our producer, Joe, nighttime producer, Joe, says, Creed, take off all the time you need, pal. You deserve it. Alien abduction. That is always my favorite way for it to end. We don't get those much anymore, but you know what? It's always something to hope for. Flip Bell, maybe. Think he's going to go to the zoo and get taken by monkeys, maybe. I think by now we've passed the zoo, I'm guessing. Or I'm just really far behind. How far behind am I? What time is it? I'm only 3 minutes behind. I'm doing great.
Well, as you
Killing
can see
it.
here, noticeabing more traffic now that he's
Edgar,
made
come
his way
on.
past downtown LA. A few more cars on the 5 freeway, still continuing.
Yeah, this
at,
guy's
a
pushing
very
it.
fast clip here, 80 to 90 miles per hour, past all of this traffic on a Monday night, where it's a little bit heavier here in the last 5 miles, and he is sure enough able to keep these speeds, but it becomes more dangerous as CHP continues to
I'm just
apply
surprised that
that
we're still
pressure.
going
He's
20
only
minutes in.
2
I'm
car lengths
pumped.
behind him.
I thought that was a woman come out of the window. I really did. Either a woman, a very small man,
Next
perhaps.
interchange is going to be the
I don't mean
710
like
freeway. We
a midget or a dwarf.
maybe
Excuse
see him
me.
getting off at the 710,
Like
or at this rate,
a
as long as
tiny
he stays
person.
over to the
Ken's
left,
even here. You know, it's a
we'll
party
keep him on
now.
the 5, but he has been already known now to establish a pattern of weaving across those gore points at the last minute. So still
He's going to
southbound
keep pushing
5
his luck until he
CHP,
tears
falling
that
back
truck right in
slightly.
half. Creed, he likes trains, or she, or they. No? Nothing? All right. Continuing on. Sagittarius dead. Tag some friends. You know, maybe there's someone important in your life. Maybe there's someone you need to say, hey, you need this in your life right now. I know you love chases. And when I think of a guy that loves chases that I like to talk to, it's Marcel. Marcel, good to see you. It is a little late, very late for me. It's morning here for me already. But this guy right here, number one in my book.
Two people
good to see you, Marcel.
Work truck. It appears to be a Nissan pickup truck with a shell over that the bed of that pickup truck, and you can see weaving once again across all of those lanes, back in the number 1 lane with LAPD's Nissan over him. He's got his headlights and taillights blacked out. CHP falling back.
I'll never understand that.
As their Santa Fe Springs division has now taken over the pursuit. They've done the swap, and we'll see if they close in on him a little more here, but he's now just weaving through traffic here as he encounters a handful of cars and trucks ahead of him here.
He's very erratic. I'm with you, Rose. Makes me nervous too.
And lots of room to play with, lots of opportunity to burn up more fuel before this comes to an end.
I do too. I like a nice, cohesive ending.
Washington.
The way I look at it is you do something stupid, you deserve whatever happens. But we never, ever want to see somebody innocent be injured during said chase. Don't want it to happen. John's here. He's cheering for the pit. Look, he might pit himself here eventually. Driving like this, there's a damn good opportunity. Mobile meth lab. If so, it's going to just...
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I appreciate all you guys being here. Over 400 of you. Nice to see everybody. I hope their feed hangs in there.
CHP closing in on him again. Look at that. Just right behind him.
Pushing it.
Still doing about 90 miles per hour. Passing all of this other traffic. LAPD overhead and a California Highway Patrol helicopter coming in from the south. Maybe we'll relieve LAPD or let LAPD continue until they're out of fuel. We'll see what they do here. But in the meantime, you've got at least 5 units, 5 California Highway Patrol units in the pursuit.
Now we're starting to get
Are all five still
heavy.
back there, Josh?
Now they're turning up the heat.
Another entrance ramp blocked there. 5 units in the pursuit, and we're still seeing occasional entrance ramp closures. But now, have they just created a little bit of a traffic break behind them? Not really, huh?
Maybe we can get ahead and get a spike on them.
Yeah, kind of.
The way he's driving.
Once
Tiff,
again, this is a
good to see you.
hit-and-run suspect who has refused to pull over after a crash in Ventura County, has come very close to some of these other cars on the 5 freeway tonight, but refusing to pull over. This
Sergio, you think he's
picked up by
drunk?
California Highway Patrol, handed
Oh, and
off
put
from
past
Ventura
him.
County Sheriff's Department in Santa Clarita, and he has now made his way all the way down here.
I'm going to say slim to none.
Next interchange is going to be the 605 freeway
Slim to
off
none.
the nose.
But I'll take that $10 and I appreciate it, my friend. We appreciate all donos.
Back over to the number 1 lane, committing to the 5 freeway for now, and still doing about, 85 miles per hour there, Josh?
This chase was going on for a good bit before they even
90.
picked it up. So it's not like he's got a tank full of gas. He's been burning over 100 for quite a while. Now he's eased off into the 80s, but let's not get it confused. He's been burning up the road, and we know there's at least 2 people in there, at the very least. See, your whole name's up there. Well, no need to complain. Don't talk to the manager. Billy, good to see you up. Oh my God. All the chases we watched on We Gotta Chase. By the way, if you've never watched We Gotta Chase with us, that's a daily show we do where we watch recent chases and some classic chases, all submitted to us by the fine people we hang with each and every Monday through Friday at 4:05 Eastern. And I bet we had, out of the 13 chases we watched today, there was probably 7 of them where the car burst into flames.
Very little traffic now the further south we get from downtown.
Oh, yeah. I never want to see anybody get hurt. If you're a dumbass, then that's on you, but it's a good possibility.
Slowly making his way over to the all over the road.
Jeremy, delete your YouTube channel. I'm just telling you. You'll stay out of trouble. Nobody's going to yell at you. Good to see you. And I always love it when you ask Marcel the same question. Hallelujah. See, I thought for a while he was going to get off. I really did. I thought all that cat and mouse towards the gore points was him definitely considering getting off. Now I don't know. They're definitely not going.
Rosecrans into the Norwalk area, continuing southbound 5 freeway.
They're not letting up at all.
in pursuit of a hit-and-run driver, with possible reason to believe that this may or may not be his vehicle. So we might be dealing with a grand theft auto suspect as well.
See, that's what I'm thinking too.
With a hit and run,
it's got to be, right?
Witnessed by law enforcement up in Ventura County and the city of Fillmore. Driver fled the scene, and now some information that he may have stolen this vehicle, or at least it may not.
It looks like something that would get stolen, because a lot of times guys think like, look, oh man, this work truck has got tons of tools in it.
Very good.
I can sell them for a quick buck. Cops just happen to be passing by at the right time. I want to say it's stolen.
Into the fast lane now. You see several units still behind him here. Not more than 6 car lengths behind him. This has been the case for the duration of this.
I don't know.
Not giving
I don't know yet of how I feel on that one. I think it's a
or
really
space
young
between
person.
That lead unit and that suspect. He's not driving incredibly erratically, but a little recklessly at the very least, especially with his headlights and taillights off, and
Mm,
the way he's just whipping across these lanes without any
I
signaling,
like that.
obviously.
No one getting hurt. I'm all
Now
for it.
back in that HOV lane. 90 miles per hour as he is zooming past the few cars that are on the 5 freeway this evening.
He has no idea where he's going. I feel pretty confident about that now. No clue. You are with
Just
good
past
company. I've heard a
Valley
lot of people
US,
say they don't
staying on the
miss it.
5.
Richard,
And getting into the Buena Park area, which will put him in
glad I can hook
Orange
you up,
County.
Richard.
Rich, this is your dad.
This will be another opportunity for CHP to hand this off to
He's got ways to
their
go.
Anaheim office, Santa Ana, I should say. Yeah, there come the headlights. Headlights now.
Oh wow! Look at that. Whoa.
Tired of driving with his lights off.
Maybe
Looks like
just
only
realized
that
they were
left
off.
Headlight appears to be operating.
They are.
Or are they
Different
both
units
on?
are
Can't
pushing
tell.
up and pulling off, and they're trying to block everything they can. I
Might have
think.
some damage there on that left tire. That front left bumper is not in great shape. That may be maybe where he collided back in Ventura County. In any event, now into Orange County we go. Coming up
It's
on
late.
the
I gotta keep the
temporary
hallelujahs down
flight
low.
restriction over at Disneyland. We will be
Oh,
gaining some altitude here
don't say that.
as we transition through Anaheim, continuing southbound 5 freeway with no real indication.
500 of you here. Good to see you across all the platforms. Make sure you subscribe.
Santa Ana CHP
Notifications
units
on
off
wherever
the
you're at.
nose here. And it looks like they're preparing for that handoff.
The old handoff, the old flea flicker. You can tell by those headlights, he has definitely hit somebody. If you see how they're, and excuse my language, cockeyed. He's definitely hit something.
Another entrance ramp shut down there, and effectively they have created a little bit of a traffic break behind him. So they will pass additional traffic in front, but the traffic behind will be staying behind those law enforcement units, giving law enforcement a wide berth to manage this pursuit.
The guys in the truck are telling me 100% this
Approaching
is
the
stolen.
91 interchange.
That's how I've been saying it. I've been saying it. I'm not saying I'm psychic, but I'm saying I could be. Good to see you, William. Oh, Texas Mama Bear's here. Texas Mama Bear, hello. Hello, yoo-hoo. Hello, yoo-hoo. Good to see you. It's a late night. Wherever you're at, make sure you're
back over to the left.
Okay, like this. Oh,
he did turn his lights on, and I just when we get a chance,
a lot of time, a lot of gas burned up.
Can confirm, is that CHP right behind him? That SUV right there? Maybe
How's things in Detroit?
A different agency. I can't.
Here, I want to make you feel at home. I know you're in Detroit, so there you go. Good to see you, dog.
Okay. Do you recognize that?
They stole a whole truck of tools.
I'm trying to make it out. It looks like
they thought they'd hit the mother load. That's a much nicer vehicle. That looks like it's pit ready. Huh. Maybe now's the time.
Interestingly enough, it looks like another vehicle has joined this pursuit, which is highly unorthodox for CHP to allow anybody else to get involved unless it's officially being handed off.
Thank
but
you.
I do not recognize that white SUV behind the suspect. CHP's getting a little
They're bringing in
here, but
the big guns.
Lights and sirens on that vehicle. It does not appear to be a marked vehicle by my.
They rolling,
in fact,
Walter.
are those civilian play? I cannot tell. Like, it's okay. So it might be it's an exempt plate. It might be undercover. It might be another agency from Orange County. We'll see if we can get a
That's a
better
horrible
look
undercover if it is.
here.
I knew right away what it was.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Making a run to Taco Bell, you mean? Oh,
So
the other border.
That looks like a
Yeah, I'm glad he's got those on at least. It probably took him that long to figure out where they were.
Some sort of a CHP vehicle. Can't tell. In any event, he has joined the pursuit now that we're in
Good to
Orange
see you,
County.
John Q.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units still in pursuit here.
Pretty soon, you'll notice I'll start having a way better radio voice. The later it gets, the more it's ready for radio.
We're making our way through Anaheim, where this hit-and-run driver is still refusing to pull over and stubbornly staying on that 5 freeway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't know how to turn them on.
Chase through Ventura County, and now in just about a half hour, we've made our way from Magic Mountain all the way to Disneyland.
Wow. 2 parks in one day? That's pretty special. I'm not going to lie. What kind of beer does it pair well with? A nice amber lager? Maybe. Carol. How are you, Carol? Carol, your card's in the mail. I'm going to be hungry after this. Taz, what's going on? Wolfpack in the house. Hit you with the too sweet. What am I approving? Oh my God, what do I need to approve? I ain't approving anything. Not tonight, at least.
The carpool lanes now continuing on the 5 freeway? No.
No.
Sorry, he got off. He's getting off.
We're getting off, boys. All right, kids. This is going to get interesting.
Center lane exit ramp onto.
Breaking news, my asshole. Get back to the chase. What are you doing? Nope. Nope. Hold on, kids. We're jumping. I don't know why they just did that, but that was the stupidest thing they've done all night. That was dumb. All right. He's off. And he's in a parking lot? Is that what happened? Where are we? Let's get some audio potted up.
This person, now we're circling around.
I would
right
think this
around
would
the
be
parking
a good
lot.
way, just to be a good place to corral this suspect driver here, Des. I would think that
we get off and we get right into a parking lot.
Be a good place to do a pitch.
Hey, now
what they needed to do, and obviously it's a safe area where there's no the public isn't involved and whatnot.
I mean, I hate to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the kind of terrain where they would practice. Oh, going through a little gate right there. I was just going to say this is kind of where they might practice quick maneuvers or something. So it certainly seemed like it would have been perfect, but the suspect may have also just been able to pull out of it if they did it there. So going right through another gate. So in and out of the parking lot, very strange. Back over that.
Bounce to the outs.
Out of the parking lot. You wish that CHP could have corralled
banging
there,
the bottom.
We're back on surface streets and headed back to the 5 freeway. But what a bizarre little detour that was.
I was actually surprised that the Angel Stadium was open at that point in time.
Okay, so that was the Angel Stadium we went into. So that's when he went off real quick. He went right into there.
Earlier on
that's so weird.
There was an event there at Angel Stadium, so maybe they were
holy crap
tearing down of that. And that's the reason why it was open. But you see, he was able to get in and out, and certainly this pickup truck here, the driver not only
I don't want to talk badly, but that was a huge missed opportunity.
This is the first time we're seeing this driver actually on
huge
surface
missed
streets.
Opportunity.
We were watching this person on the freeway this entire time, as Jeff was just talking about, alluding to that. This started in Ventura County.
He was going to the Angels game
and made its way all the way down the 5 and into Orange County, where we are right now in the city of Anaheim. And I imagine the authorities are in touch with the Anaheim Police Department. I'm sure they are.
Oh, we're hanging on
getting
Ewing.
involved here anytime soon, right, Desmond?
Yeah, we'll see. I think CHP may want to take this.
I
It
think we'll
just
have to
always
make a
kinda-
move,
It kind
man.
of depends on what
They're
kind of
gonna make a
they're
move.
into,
They
to be
got
honest.
to. He's
Sometimes
made him look
CHP will say,
stupid.
it's on surface streets. We're going to stick with
Let's
it.
go,
Other times they
baby.
say it's on surface streets. We want you to take it. But they seem very determined since getting the handoff from Ventura County.
He's gonna that
sheriff's
car that's
deputies,
behind him
they
is
want to,
pushing.
this
He's coming
person
in
put
hot.
handcuffs. And now we're going back towards
Live
Angel
as it
Stadium.
gets.
I was wondering if this person just zoned out and accidentally got off
Mm-hmm.
of that ramp and then just kind of blindly went
It went
into the
from
stadium
being
parking lot.
kind
But
of
now I'm kind
boring
thinking,
to all of a
were they
sudden
trying
just
to ditch the vehicle? It is
insane.
very dark there. It's a huge plot of land. Depending on where the person wants to go, there's probably lots of areas to hide in there. So we'll just
Erica,
have to
good
see
to
how
see
this
ya.
plays out. But now we're right back at Angel Stadium.
I know that pissed me
and
off.
Making a U-turn again. So
This is
perhaps
a
not.
perfect
Boy,
opportunity
who
for
knows
them to go
what's
in
going
for the
through
pit.
this suspect's head. We'll try to take this opportunity to look through the driver's side. Unfortunately, can't see too many details in there.
Yeah, not showing very good driving skills. And at this point, in time,
Again,
gotta
I said I
imagine
think it's
that
a
maybe
kid
just
in a
stuck
stolen
position where he's
car.
just kind of ad-libbing this and just going around and around and around in circles, which is what he's been doing for the last
He's just been
5 or 10 minutes or so as we got off of the
he's going to
highway.
end up getting
And
back on the
he's just trying
freeway,
to figure things out when he's got
and then they're going to be
several,
right back in the same
cruisers
situation.
behind him. At one point in time, Ventura County Sheriff's Department was behind him. Also, Oxnard PD. They were the initial agency that took this call of a hit and
This
run.
isn't
and
Brazil. They will not be pew-pewing any of his
bit.
tires. I
Racing
can
now,
promise you that.
Yeah, well, there goes my
Peace and
Mexico
love.
hypothesis,
Peace and
because
love.
I believe we're headed back northbound here on the 5.
Wow.
Yeah, we are northbound back on the 5. So
What a botch.
as
What a
we
mess up.
get away from Disneyland and headed back towards the Ventura, or rather the LA County area, I should say. But we're hearing that they might actually be losing one of their tires. And I'm just wondering if, doing all those U-turns kind of high speed and then going over those dips. And the
He was banging the bottom out of that thing.
Did some additional damage to the vehicle. You might be able to see it flapping there.
Yeah,
It looks like the left front tire.
Something
there,
is busted in the front.
That's right. You can see the flapping on your screen there. We're looking at it a bigger screen here in the studio, but you can definitely see something on the left side.
Oh,
of the
this guy
screen. We
this guy
believe
has
that
no
is
idea where
the
he's going.
tire that
No
is
clue.
flapping around. That's certainly going to slow this person down as they've been going very fast on the freeway.
can't-
Not at speeds that
I'm
we
with
have
you,
seen.
Julie.
Not at those
With you.
high rate of speeds where we're talking 150 miles per hour, where agencies will go
We got
to
some
track
rubbing.
those
He's
because
blacked
the
out
person is driving
again.
too fast for them to even keep up with, and they don't want to put the public in danger by putting the pressure on the person from behind.
Again,
doing so.
giant net.
But
We just
still,
drop it from the
They're still
helicopter.
getting away right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
I
he's
think
gonna
there might be a little
crash.
body damage as well to the front quarter panel there on that truck, because he
If
had
that tire's
several
out,
good impacts
he's
on
gonna
the
try
edges of
and
those,
maneuver.
stones, as well as
He's gonna end up
hit
wrecking it.
the crest of that intersection pretty hard, and it was sparking up.
That's
So I
right.
just wonder if he's had some damage done at the front end. It looks like it. But Des, there
Oh,
it goes. I
oh,
was just going to say
he's-
the headlights keep coming.
He's doing Morse
kind of
code
coming
now.
on and off for some reason. I don't know why he's doing that, but there is a.
He's trying to signal us and tell us
side of the
something.
vehicle that
Whoa,
I
whoa,
see
whoa, whoa. Stop
as
the
well.
clock.
You think he's on a cell phone? I guess so.
Very.
What about the
very
other
weird,
person in the car?
With the lights on, the lights off. There's been no rhyme or reason to it. So now that we're
Cartman's
on the side of the
mouth
vehicle,
is
we
so
can
dry
see
right now,
it is
Gary.
actually the
You'd be
bumper. I think
surprised.
that's what CHP, they were calling out that they saw tire damage, but all indications are here that
It's definitely
the
something
bumper
just
that,
flapping.
that is suffering here. And that is actually there had been some damage, some minor damage from the hit and run to this vehicle as well. But you saw, how quickly they
Man, I can't
slammed the truck down.
believe.
They were going over those bumps, very,
Yeah.
very fast there right in front of Angel Stadium. And
What?
so this truck suffering
I don't
now
know.
a little bit, but
It's so
now that-
easy to sit
now
here
that
and
we're
say,
back
"Damn
on the
it, they
five
should have
and
done
back towards
this."
LA County. It's really anyone's guess what this person's doing. Maybe they're going to head back to Oxnard. And just
Maybe
give
he's gonna
up.
go put the
Maybe
car
they-
back
I
where
don't
it
know.
was and
Maybe
just
they wanted to
call it a
drag this out
day.
before the inevitable. We'll see how this one plays out. CHP is talking about maybe spike strips again at some point. They were hoping to do it earlier, what I was referencing earlier, but I think it was
They should
ahead
have
of where
put the
person
pressure on him. He should have
exited
never
the
got out of
freeway,
that
so they never
parking
got
lot.
to institute that plan, but they are talking about it again at some point. So we'll see if that'll work. But that's tough because CHP is going to have to either be in the left hand in the center divider out there with the spikes, or on the right hand shoulder with the spikes. And if this
Yeah,
person's
he
just in the middle
banged
of
the
the
bottom
roadway,
real
then
hard.
that's
He
not
put it
gonna
to it.
that's not gonna help CHP bring this to an end.
Yeah, and as we always wonder during these pursuits, especially when they
Yeah.
go for so long, is
You're
when is
right.
this person going to run out of gas? I mean, did they
Or
have a
or
full
grass.
tank when
He
they
might be
first
high
started
as a
up in
kite by
Ventura
now.
County when we first picked this up? Or, was it a half tank and they went all the way clear down to Anaheim where the 57 and
I don't think
5
he's going to
freeways
say
meet?
SOS, but
And I mean, that's
there
quite
could be
the
a chance
distance
that
from
I saw that other
Ventura
person in
County.
the car.
So, that could be another scenario in all of this, which would probably
That
be the
other
best
person
case
in the car. I'm
scenario
pretty
if
sure when they
person
were
just
hanging
ran
out
out
the
of
window,
gas
they were
and
like,
Mayday,
just pull
mayday,
over and call it a day.
mayday.
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can get our producers to put up an inset box so we can show
Val.
you as they entered Angel Stadium in Anaheim.
good to see you.
It was interesting how he was able to get right in through those gates at a pretty high rate of speed into the parking lot.
Surprising how you can just drive a car really fast through just about anything.
Cruisers in tow as he goes right in between two cars here.
All right, watch
There
that.
it is.
Boom. Wow.
Once again,
When he
Angel
went
is
in,
kind of
the one going in was way
crux
better,
of
though.
that
Did you see
intersection
that
in and
jump?
out of Angel Stadium in Anaheim.
Nice.
Probably doing a
Very
little damage to
nice.
the front end. Probably is the damage that
We
see
could
now. It's
we
got
could
its
very well
headlights
see
off
that,
this
Dan.
vehicle.
They're
I was
coming
really
with
surprised
a
how
lot
he
of
was able
pressure,
to
though,
go
right now.
through
That
really
same
tight,
vehicle
the gates, the parking
is on him.
exhibits are at Angel Stadium at highway speeds, and that they
I thought
weren't
he was going to knock
closed.
something
Not accepting
down.
birthday
You know
wishes.
how those, close those things
I
are.
heard it
But he
was
did it at full
Willow's
speed,
birthday.
and there were no chains across it. They weren't closed or anything like that.
No,
He
they're
got
right
lucky
there.
enough
They're
to
not
get
backing
back
off.
on the highway.
Yeah, the ground units were right behind him when all of that was happening. We thought maybe in that parking lot they may try a pit maneuver.
I can't
because
believe
obviously
that.
there's no cars, other cars or people around, which might be an ideal location. But
Thank you,
they
Jeremy.
clearly know what they're doing. Obviously, we're not the experts; they are. And
Exactly.
we've been watching this
We're
chase
just sitting
for
here playing
minutes,
sound
probably
bites and
here
watching a
live
car
here
chase
on
with
KCAL 9 News at
612
10
people.
now. We picked this up
Good to
during
see
the 9
everybody.
o'clock hour. If you're just joining
And
us here
thanks
on
for the
KCAL 9
monies.
News at 10, this is breaking news. A pursuit of a stolen truck that was involved in a hit and run in Ventura County. And in that accident, there were no injuries. At first, we didn't know this was a stolen truck, and we thought that it was just the person who had run away from a hit and run. We wondered why they would be running if there were no injuries. But as we have learned, this is actually a stolen
Why
truck.
would he be running
and
if
maybe
there was
something
no
else that they're running
injuries?
from.
People
Yeah,
only
you
run
wonder,
when there's injuries.
When it comes to the state of the driver, for some reason, this late in the chase is now turning on and off the headlights. That's strange behavior. Obviously,
He's acting
trying to get
erratically.
through, that whole parking lot and
In
get
front
to
of
one
his
of the
used
barriers,
for
in terms
commercial
of the
semi
desperation of this
truck
driver.
enforcement.
And you've got a number of police units
Okay.
behind him at this point.
Looks
Going
like
up
that
the
one
highway,
is
switching
backed
lanes now
off.
to the right part of the highway there. This is going to be northbound 5. We came southbound 5 just within the last half hour. Now we're going right straight back north on the 5 freeways. He's hitting 103 miles per
He's
hour.
sleeping with Creed right
So,
now.
Des, what's the latest?
103. So he
Yeah, it looks
definitely
like
didn't
speed
damage
did
the
pick up
car.
a
He's doing
bit.
103
This
now.
person
So
got a little bit spooked by their Angel Stadium detour, and we are starting to see those speeds back up at 100. You look at this up to about 110 now. That's the fastest we've seen by far. We've been between 80 and 90 for the most part.
if he hits something
getting
now,
to
it's
just
it's
about
game
triple
over.
digits and with the lights off as well. So it just makes it that much more dangerous for folks out here. We're starting to see them kind of go
I'm
between
spotlighting
lanes
them
as well,
now.
not just hugging it all the way to the left like they were earlier. So the characteristics have kind of changed on this one. You see the lack of a spotlight. That is because CHP's fixed wing is the only one overhead. They do not have a spotlight, a night sun.
Look
they
at my
call it.
guy,
They do have
Ulysses. How are you,
infrared, though,
brother?
but they
Hope
are
business
kind of
is
at a
good.
disadvantage as far as what they can do.
Good to see you,
because
pal.
they can't turn on the turn of a dime the way that the helicopter can, and they have to be up at higher altitudes than helicopters as well. So it's kind of a disadvantage from the air. They do still at least have those eyes from the air.
Here it
But
is
as we head back up
Tuesday,
into
so I'm
LA,
kind
this
of
is now
working
LA
already
County
on Tuesday.
CHP that is back in control of this pursuit. Obviously, Orange County handed it back off. So very weird, just kind of looping back around, headed back to what we're basically just covering all of the same ground that we covered earlier, just in the opposite direction here.
Yeah,
That guy was
north
so
of
lost,
5.
they couldn't figure out what he was going to do
sad
next.
See this because we've seen this before. When you get up to 103 miles an hour, especially at night. You
Oh,
cannot
hello
gauge the
there.
distance with the vehicles
How
in
are
front.
you?
How many times have we seen a situation like this and somebody rear ends a car or a truck in front of them and causes a lot more damage. That's kind of the situation we're in right now.
Yeah, no kidding. And
I'm just
Desmond was
glad you're
talking
here,
about
Whiskey.
all the
Just
different
glad you're here.
agencies that
You've
were
missed some
involved. But
crazy.
it's because
It
this
started off
wasn't
just kind of
something
like a
set on the
long
ground.
straightaway chase,
It
but
started in
then
Ventura County, went all the way down to Orange
it went off
County,
the hook
through
for a
LA
second.
County, obviously, and multiple agencies involved, as we were talking about the CHP, not only on the ground, but also with their fixed wing, I believe, in the sky as well, that comes out of Fullerton. And, we're talking about multiple
Boom.
agencies that I'm sure
I
were on
love
alert
that.
at some point during this whole thing as they stopped in the city of
No,
Anaheim, as you're seeing on the right
we're
side of the
about
screen, when they were driving at high
2.5
speed
hours
in
probably into
residential
this
areas and
chase.
made a quick
It was
stop
going on
by
for a while
Anaheim or
before
Angel Stadium, I should
we got
say,
on.
the
We've been on it for an
795
hour.
freeway, and just went through the parking lot, did some circles, and it came right back out. We thought they were heading back in that direction, but then got right back onto the freeway, as Desmond was talking about, back
Joey
into
Malone,
the
I do what I
area where
can.
we were following this person going south, and now we're going northbound.
It's really sad that we
He's just
aren't able
turned
to get a
around.
night sun from a helicopter overhead because, Des, that does alert drivers, and that's an extra safety feature. And you can see what the CHP is trying to do here by putting its spotlight on this driver to alert all the other drivers out there that this is going on. And it's just too bad that we don't have the night sun overhead to alert the drivers, because he is going 114 miles an hour.
It's hard to believe he's doing 114.
Absolutely. We may see, LA County Sheriff.
I mean, he had slowed down to like the
something like
80s.
that, or as we get back into LAPD, I would have
If
to
he
imagine that
crashes,
we'll
it's going to
see,
be
the spotlight from
it's going to tear
one of
that
the
truck in
agencies
half.
here, relatively soon. But that's exactly what
At
they're
over
trying to do
100
with
miles
that
an hour.
spotlight, doing that, trying to
Look
alert
at
other
Chris
people, because
coming
this
in
person's
here,
just flying up right
doing the
behind them,
Lord's
one with
work.
no headlights.
Thinking for the 5
These
biggins.
freeways are not that well illuminated, and so you just go to
Throw
make a
you on
lane
the
change,
monetary
look over your
monorail.
shoulder,
Hold on
and then you
tight.
go to make it again, and then there you go. You just collided with this person who's flying up right behind you. You saw right there, that vehicle parked on the
This is getting
shoulder as well.
scary.
Dangerous, you have this person flying by this quickly, but CHP right there behind them. And
Everybody saying, why don't I just go ahead and pit him?
We might
I'm pitting nobody at 96 miles an hour on the freeway.
Area, but I just
not happening.
Know that it's going to happen while this person is going this fast and kind of just going between whatever lanes they want.
Well, and all it takes is for somebody to see the red and blue flashing lights in the rearview mirror, and they will try to then get out of the way. And then
look at this smooth talker.
Cars are in front of this.
And don't tell me he's not a police officer or get mad.
Thank you, Jeremy. All kinds of danger here on this highway. I guess the only thing that's good about this, Susie, is it is a highway. Everybody's going in the same direction.
Life is a highway. No main he's going to ride it all night long.
Run through and T-bone somebody. Yeah. So I guess we have that going.
T-bone Taz flex on.
Really close to traffic right there. Oh boy, is it slowing down?
Man.
Up ahead.
Yeah, it looks like there was just a big rig right. Okay, so it looked like might have been that CHP unit right there who may have been slowing traffic down. Or just getting ready to get in the pursuit, and then all the traffic slowed around them, and you saw a couple of big rigs, and that's all.
He doesn't care, man. Now they're really ramping it up.
That was really dangerous for
Jeremy. How many donuts you sent? You sent like what, 3?
I mean, they nearly rear-ended them at 50 or 60 miles an hour.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Even though we are on the highway, definitely some danger to this one. And when we were on surface streets, as brief as it was, we saw. This person was not afraid to blow through red lights. You saw how quickly they took.
This guy ain't afraid to blow through anything.
Parking lot. So it does, it is stressful to think if this person does get off of surface streets, onto surface streets, I should say that, the danger is going to go through the roof.
It's really great to see CHP doing what they're doing with the safety of drivers and the public in mind. You see Susie there; they're using the spotlight, absent of that.
I appreciate it, man.
To alert all the drivers.
One day, I promise I will copy and paste that son of a bitch.
Some of the traffic down.
20 big ones, though. That's huge. That's huge.
Slowed the traffic down just a little.
We're an hour into an insane chase, guys. We don't know what's going to happen if you're just getting here. Stolen vehicle, hit and run.
Skills that they have.
Just look at this. Boom. That jump.
Help out the public as well.
Yeah, no kidding.
You ever taken that truck off any sweet jumps? He has.
Jumped right back onto the 5 freeway. They got off in Anaheim on surface streets for the first time. We saw that, actually. We're going to show that to you in just a minute. But when they got off the freeway, they actually went into, got onto surface streets. They were going really fast. And then they somehow ended up at Anaheim or Angel Stadium, right in the parking lot there. You're going to see them go right through the gates.
Show
They
how the
blow through
police
gates.
didn't do
This is
anything
where
to
they're
stop
actually
them
exiting
while
and
they were in
coming
a
out, and
parking
you
lot.
can see the sparks flying from the
Check
cars.
that
I
out.
believe that was the damage that was caused to the front bumper at that point, and that's what we're seeing flopping
This
around.
is
If you see something, we thought
ridiculous.
it was maybe a tire, but doesn't seem to be the case. But boy, the CHP is not giving up this one. They
No,
really want to get this person.
They
Yeah, and it's interesting.
they
So that
really
was
are
a dip
not.
in the road, and when you go at a speed as fast as this driver was going, you bottom out the vehicle, which he did twice.
Oh yeah,
Probably going about 50, 60 miles
he's freaking
an
out.
hour,
You can tell
right over
he's
the crest of
panicking
that intersection
behind
and,
the
that's
wheel.
the damage that you see. He's got his headlights back on as he's tamed down just a little bit to about 75, 80 miles an hour. So he's still getting really
He's
close
having to
cars,
because he's a bad
but you
driver.
could just see the headlights on his vehicle compared to the newer vehicles and how much shorter of a distance that his headlights have. It's dark, highway
Wow.
speeds. He's so close to cars.
Damn.
You just hope that there's not going to be an
Moving, huh?
That's true. We're talking about all the different
Like
methods
I'm
that the
just
CHP
crushing
could
those
use to get
times.
this person. Obviously, on the highway, it's a little more dangerous and it's a little more difficult to do than surface streets because of the high speeds and
Yeah, it's
obviously
almost
a
like
little
it's
bit more
inevitable
difficult
at this
because there are
point.
places
He's
where
gonna end up
officers can
crashing
set up and hide, for example, when they throw out some spike strips. But we have
like
seen them
that
do
girl
it
did the
before.
day
So we're
Jesus
not
was
going to put
driving.
past them that they're going to try something up here at some point. But we know that when they do deploy the spike strips, it does take some time. They have to get really ahead of this person and
I'm very
anticipate
surprised
maybe
they
which
haven't.
lane they're going to be in. Even,
But I guess
and that would be
maybe there's
difficult
more
thing
to the
do.
story that we don't
because he's been
know.
all over the place. He's been in the HOV lanes to the
Yeah.
left, all the way over to the right. Also looking like he was going to exit at one point in time. Des, he's in the left-hand lane now. He's pretty squirrely going from left to right.
Ow.
Kind of taking over the
Squirrely,
whole,
everybody.
I-5 northbound lanes on this little stretch here.
Yeah, absolutely. And CHP actually
Don't
did
take
have
the
some
shot.
spikes back there. While as
Never
as you
got a
guys were
chance to
talking, there were
score.
two different units there that had spike strips, but they just were not able to line it up. One of them was on the right-hand shoulder, and then the other was in the center divider at the 710. And the suspect was in
They know I won't
either
put
of the
them up if they
locations where
come.
they could take advantage of using those spikes. So they are trying out here, but
What
it's
you
just
do
gonna
in
be
your
very
private
difficult when you
time
have
there,
someone
Rickshaw?
going this quickly, and they're not just staying to one lane. They're going, wherever they feel like going, very, kind of randomly.
God rides a Harley. I heard there was a
looks like we're going to be going
a llama in the
we're
back
gonna
of
be
that
going
truck.
after
So I
northbound
hate to
5.
tell
This
you.
is where the 5 goes down to 2 lanes briefly.
Oh,
and
I gotta
it's
check
going
my
to
PP. I
join
will
with
check the
the
PP.
10 freeway
Amy.
as they come together.
Amy,
for
I
the
sent your
Road
card
for
out today
just
as well.
about a half mile or so. So here you see him sticking with it, getting through.
I've
that
got 70
narrow
Christmas cards to
section.
send to
You
you,
would hope that
amazing
maybe
people.
if CHP could have shut traffic down in this
70.
area where there's only 2 lanes, it could have been, potentially a good place to do some spike strips. It just takes so much coordination,
Sure.
and when someone's going this quickly and you're not certain what they're going to do next, you don't get a ton of time. Okay, now we're getting off the freeway again. So we'll see what happens here as we get into Boyle Heights, taking the 7th Street exit here.
So this is kind of what he did earlier when he was on.
Yeah, it's been a very fast hour.
I think he hits. I think he hit the curb. He's losing. He's losing a little bit of control.
Yeah.
Going too fast.
He don't know how to drive. I'm telling you.
Getting onto now.
So dark.
Got the headlights back
He's
on.
coming down onto surface streets here.
You couldn't
on
see
this
where he
nice
was going. They
beach,
had no headlights
ramp
on.
That bends around here, kind of a cloverleaf ramp, but now onto 7th Street, I believe, took that turn just a little
All right,
bit.
now is the
too
time.
quickly.
We have to
Made
pit
some
him. We have to
contact
stop him now.
with the wheels against the pavement there. So you saw a couple of spikes come out. We'll see if that did any damage. You know what? Oh, it almost looks like that tire might be damaged.
No. We're not going back to that.
But we'll see if any damage has been done. I think so.
You're trying to.
I think,
whoa! What's happening?
He might
look
be
at this,
giving up.
and there's
He's
2
got his hand
people
out
in
the
the
window.
Oh, 2 people.
Yeah.
Yes, there's 2 people. Am I the only person that saw that person waving out the window earlier?
Yeah, kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So there's the passenger. Go ahead.
Officers usually want you to stay in the car and not come out. They're screaming all kinds of things.
I have a feeling this other person's a kid
Stay
too.
in the car and throw your hands out the window first. Obviously, they're going to take care of the passenger here first. Looks like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's interesting how they were able.
Now
to
I've got to see
find
this
his way
driver.
through this, and thankfully so.
Yeah.
And you do see that left front tire there. It looks like
It's
it might be
shredded.
just the rim.
A little bit.
This looks like a younger man to me. That is
Yeah.
walking back, and of course he's
Mikey the
gonna be,
psychic.
directed to get down on his knees, spread eagle on the ground, kiss the asphalt, kiss the pavement.
Kiss
then
my
they pick him up
ass.
on him. He's got to make sure and show them that he has no weapons.
I
in his
said all these
waistband.
things prior.
And he looks like a younger. He almost looks
I
like a
said all these
teenager to
things.
me, don't you
I
think?
said
He does.
And we haven't seen the driver yet, but the driver, of course, they're focused on him as well. Both hands are out. They will
Make sure you
typically tell
like
him
this
to
video,
throw
guys.
the car keys
Don't go
out.
anywhere until I
You see
prove
here,
myself correct
CHP
with the
taking
driver
this,
being a teenager as
young
well.
man into custody at this point in time. And Susie, those other officers have their weapons trained on the
Oh,
driver.
they're
That's
very
right. And it
lucky.
looks like this first suspect is
Driving like a
saying
bunch of
something with the
a-holes.
officers, exchanging some words. I don't know what he's saying, but he's telling them something.
Maybe he come
And it
out of
doesn't
that
look like
car
it was
really
in a nice
fast.
way either. Now, like, as
Really
Jeff was
fast.
mentioning, the guns are trained now on the driver
Damn
of this
llama.
vehicle that we believe is stolen. That was the want, but not the original want, as we learned that this person was in some sort of hit and run accident that didn't cause any injuries, but they were running from that. And then we later learned that the car was actually stolen. So it looks like he's throwing
He's
his.
trying to put it in park, I think.
He
So,
doesn't know how
Jess,
to
it
do
looks
that
to me
either.
like the left front tire is flat.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it made contact. You saw those sparks that came out when he was making that turn of the
These are
7th Street
kids.
exit.
Yeah,
They took it too quickly.
exactly
Yeah,
what
it
I've
does
been
look like,
saying.
This could be a 15.
I
it
will
does
check
look
the
like a
PP
younger
right now, guys. I promise.
Yeah. I don't know, Jeff. I got to tell you, the older we get, the younger everybody
Yeah,
else
that's
looks.
true.
So I'm not certain just
Everybody looked young to me
how
these
old
days.
the person is, but yeah, definitely. But that's it. It looks like that's what happened. Is they
Nancy,
took
5 bones.
that,
Thank you. Going on
that
monetary
exit there a little
monorail.
bit too quickly
Amy,
and went
10
up on a
bones
curb,
going
and
on as well.
basically,
I'm
he ended
on
up
it.
taking himself out. CHP was out there with all those spike strips, and the suspect ended up doing themselves their own tires in. Fortunately, bringing this one to an end, and with all
He's
that crazy
ran
driving,
over
didn't
enough
see,
stuff to tear
any
the
collisions.
damn thing up. He
So
could barely drive it
joyriding
with
is over.
4 good tires.
And we're actually hearing there may even be one more person in this vehicle.
I was wondering about that. Yeah.
Is there a girl?
Well,
if there's a girl in the car, that's the.
When you see
I've hit the
age of
I've
these
hit the hat
drivers, and you
trick.
see
If that's
way
the
that they were
case.
driving and taking the risks that they do. This is this explains a lot as to who was behind the wheel. This is a smaller truck too, and I see some activity, Des.
Looks like
So I think you're right.
Got to remember.
It's I mean,
the shit's chess. It ain't checkers.
terrifying, this would have been okay. Looks like a lady.
I did it.
They had
I did it.
And complying as well. Just think how terrifying, how chaotic it probably was in that vehicle while all this was going on, especially while they were in the
Good day, sir.
parking lot going around. I mean, I could just imagine all the commotion that was going on. And you would hope that they would just all be telling this person to come to their senses. There may even be another person in the back of this vehicle, so we might be
Joyriding.
clown
Joyriding.
car situation here.
For sure.
In Boyle Heights,
there's no way to look inside of this camper.
Now they're picking up hookers. Got this car for hookers.
Getting in there, Susie. I mean, obviously, if you have
hands
oh,
moving.
I see. Well, there is that little extended cab in the back.
Here it comes. I see another little hand,
a
a little tiny hand coming out there.
Okay, so
Take me by my little hand, baby.
That makes 4.
Could there be 5?
Yeah.
No.
Well, we'll see.
I don't think so.
4 seems like a lot.
Anyone in the back of that camper?
Hey, where are the white
4
women
in
at?
the back with it definitely.
They're right
must
there.
have
What
been
are you
awfully
talking
cramped
about?
back there? So, 2 guys, 2
Told
gals
you.
here, and so
Told
there's
you,
gonna be 4
baby.
that are surrendering. And kind of ironically, it's actually CHP's fixed wing plane, which is.
I get
was
sick.
alerting
I get
them to the movement. They
clairvoyant.
must have been seeing it on their infrared system because no one knew how many people were inside of this vehicle. Least of all us. I would never have guessed that there were 4 people inside of this little truck right now. But there's 4. We'll see if a 5th.
Oh my God! There is a 5th person.
A 5th person.
I have
there.
never seen
This
that.
car
It's
just
really, really
keeps
crowded
giving.
there.
There are 5 so
Yeah,
far. They all appear to be teenagers to me, and we have 5 people
Unbelievable.
in this small size pickup truck. Who knows how many people are in the camper shell?
Unbelievable.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Is this a school bus? I mean,
You just wonder if this was some sort of planned thing by these 5 teens.
Look, they were
I
trying.
call them teens,
They
could
look.
be
They said,
young
"Look,
adults.
we
They
need
could
to
be in their
get.
20s, but they all look young to me.
We need to
And
get
they're all
somewhere."
wearing hoodies, and police officers obviously making them show their waistbands to make sure
Triple
there's no
date.
weapons. I'm sure they're communicating with them. But
There's
this
5
story
of them.
tonight, Susie, is how many people are in the truck?
Are in this truck that we know is stolen. And you just wonder, as Desmond was talking about, the conversations that were had in this truck during this entire
can't
pursuit,
believe
which
it.
was for about an hour and almost a half now.
I can't believe it.
And the number of people coming out of this car, as Desmond was saying, just someone looks like they still have their guns trained there. Looks like they're approaching the car now. So maybe
That's
they're
gotta
just doing
be
one
it.
they're
Thank
gonna
you,
approach
Roman.
the vehicle very carefully as they're stacked behind each other. with
I
their
am
guns ready.
acknowledging you, by the way.
Just making sure they're going to clear the car real quick, make sure there's no one else in there, and looks like it's all clear. So,
Well, I tell you what, that infrared.
Acknowledge
you
me.
talk about that, Daz, and they were able to see that there were multiple people in there. I'd love to see that in action because that was a real
Show us what's in the
game
back.
changer compared to when it comes to not having
Nothing
that and just
but
thinking that you have
tools.
one suspect in the vehicle. Tonight we see 5 suspects come out of this truck.
wow. So 5 arrests made.
This
after
was
a pursuit that
insane.
took us all the way from Ventura County
So,
down to Orange
if you
County,
missed the
and
head
all the way
count,
back up to LA
2
County and
dudes,
here, finally
3
with
girls.
5 people under arrest.
All right, Des, thank you so much. From Sky 9, let's go to some breaking news. More breaking news. New video just released.
No, we're not going to go to that.
Shooting outside of a
No, we're not talking about that. For God's sakes, no, we're not talking about that. All right, guys, I had a great time. I hope all of you guys really dug it and had a good time as well. And if you like car chases, if you like crazy news stories, if you enjoy true crime type stuff, we cover kind of that kind of thing. Go back and watch some of our old shows. Subscribe wherever you're watching. Either you're on We Got a Chase exclusive channel, you'll see nothing but chases there. If you're over on Creedence and Bishop Show channel, you'll see a lot of stuff. You'll see chases, you'll see court cases, you'll see a lot of different things. We do court cases 5 days a week. We do chases 5 days a week. We do as many live chases as the good Lord gives us. So, yeah. I don't have any clown music. I really don't. But I am going to thank everybody who was nice enough to send me a couple of... Oh, there's a Mikey frame. That was weird. Gotta get out here before that gets crazy. I don't want to mess that up. I start Creed framing. Next thing you know, sex bots will be here. Texas Mama Bear, good to see you. But yeah, I had a good time. It's the Bang Bus, am I right? Michael knows what I'm talking about. The old Bang Bus. The old thingamajig. Give me 6. All right, listen, y'all. I want to thank Spike Donut, Hag, Amber, Deborah, Matt Bebe times 2, AI, Jeremy, AI times 2, Jeremy times 2, Chris, AI times 3, Jeremy times 4, Nancy, Amy, and of course, the big dog, Roman Reigns. Well, it wasn't really Roman Reigns, but if I tell you guys it was, maybe you'll say, you know what, that Mikey guy's not too bad. Marcel was there. He's famous. Roman Reigns was there. Eat My Eggplant was there. Five-time champion. The Wolfpack was in the house. The Acclaimed had arrived at the end of the show. Gary was there. We all remember when Gary was here, right? Good to see you, Gary.
Gary! Gary!
I'm the legend. I'm tired. But you can call me Mikey. I've taken some cough medicine. Some people call it the cold medicine. I think the kids call it the syrup. That's all right, because I'll be here for you. Or the next one. And the next one. And the next one. And another one. We love you, kids. Don't be stealing cars. Don't go to seedy bars. And for God's sakes, Be back for the next one. Who loves you, baby?
Just do what I tell you.
Yeah, do what I said. That stuff. And all this stuff right here. A little bit of that. Bye, Doug. It's late for YouTube, Doug. That's right. God, can I say it and not get in trouble? Nobody's listening. I'll say it. Nobody's listening. I'll just get real loud. I'll be like, scissor me, daddy!